welcome to Second City Entertainment, everybody. This is This Week in Sports, last week of August all the way till September 2nd, 3rd, wherever we're at. I am Ryan Green Machine Ebner.
Cool, and I'm Joey Real Talk Catrano.
Welcome back.
I'm Dan the Freaks of Frigo.
I'm so happy he's back. I'm so excited.
Until tomorrow.
Yeah, for real. There's a Labor Day special with Dan the Freakster Frigo. We're going to go over some of the big things happening in sports this week. Like I said, as always, guys, you can find us on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. What is it, Joey?
Well, Twitter's the one that's different. The other one's Instagram, Facebook, and the YouTubes is.
Yeah.
It's just Second City Entertainment. Twitter, we did find this out. It's Second City, capital E, lowercase e.
Don't matter. It's big. As long as there's an E. Well, let's get things going, guys. It starts off Monday night. Raw had a fatal four for the Universal Championship because Finn Balor fucked up his shit. He's gone for quite some time. Triple H turns on Seth Rollins, and Kevin Owens wins the Universal Championship. It was really, really cool. I saw that guy jump off a bar like a little over a year and a half ago, so I was really, really excited. Tim Tebow had his MLB workout, and I heard it was not that good.
I think you're hearing too. I hear people are just still like ripping at him. It's probably just Tim Tebow.
Really, I mean, hey, look at all these teams that need quarterbacks. Just come back. You're fine. Don't worry about it.
Like the Vikings.
Who would be the worst?
Would not be
like the Vikings.
Like the Vikings, yes.
No, they even got way better. I'm just kidding, not way better, but
it's not that good.
I'm just joking.
That's fine.
Don't be sarcastic.
It's fine.
It's okay.
The Oakland A's make a trade with AL contenders. The Indians, they signed Coco Chris back to the Cleveland Indians. That's really cool. Yasiel Puig was claimed by a mystery team, so I believe the Dodgers have a week to make a trade with that team. They didn't announce who it is for whatever reason, I guess. The Red Sox promote MLB top prospect Yoan Moncada. I played as him in MLB The Show, and he's a stud.
Which one, though?
2 years ago. I don't have the new one, but sorry. But it's really, he's a stud. Mike Trout was involved in a car accident from what I've heard. He's played, so he's okay. But I believe the girl involved was not doing so great. But I think she's going to pull through it, though. Hopefully.
There you go.
Yeah, for real. And then let's get here to former Stanford swimmer Brock Turner. You guys all might have heard about this asshole. It's not allegedly anymore, like he was convicted. So he raped an unconscious girl behind a dumpster after a party, right?
Yeah.
He was sentenced to only 6 months in jail, which that was a joke to begin with, but now the real joke kicks in.
Good behavior.
3 months. He's out. We just go ahead and let in on that one, Joey.
I mean, I don't know. There's no need to. Everybody's got the same amount of rage.
Does he just register the sex offender at least?
No.
I don't even think so.
I don't think so. She's above age.
Yeah.
She's over 18.
The judge was so lenient with this guy.
Did he step down?
Yes, he did afterwards. After all the issues.
But
What was he like? Was he like quitting? He's like he put his 2 weeks in. He's like, "Fuck it, last case. I don't give a shit. Give him."
No,
give
it was
him a month."
after. It was after the situation. There's so much backlash about him. He said, "Well, all right, I'm done being a judge now."
Good, you fucking suck at it.
Yeah.
I fucking tell it to your face.
I wouldn't be
Jesus Christ.
surprised if his family was just like, "Hey, Judge, we're gonna give you like $10 million and just give
Hey,
him
hey,
give
we're
him a
white.
couple months."
Hey, we're white and we're rich. Can we get off a little easier?
That's pretty much all it is.
Sure thing.
Well,
man.
and then these motherfuckers, dad and all this. What about his swimming career? What the fuck? There's no
cares?
swimming career. Is there major league swimming? I don't fucking think so.
He ain't making the Olympics.
No, I hope Team USA wouldn't take that piece of shit. Michael Phelps would be ashamed if that happened. My goodness, like.
We got plenty of good swimmers. We don't need a fucking
Right?
rapist.
Hey, we get liars like Ryan Locke. I was robbed
that
at
was
gunpoint.
so
He put it to
hilarious.
my head, and I said, "Do it, man." I was like, "Ooh, you're a swimmer. Don't think that happened. Just don't think you're that tough. Sorry." Yeah, but this is just terrible.
Yeah, that was just pathetic.
It's awful.
He learned nothing.
Right.
He probably was minimum security. Probably fucking whatever the hell he wanted in there.
Fucking stupid. In Cubs baseball news, though, a little bit of a brighter spot here. Cubs pitcher Kyle Hendricks, who's been on a roll, named starter of the month for the National League. He was 5-0 with a 2.43 ERA during the month of August. That's really,
Very
really
solid.
impressive. And this team is getting ready to make a deep run.
They just don't lose. I mean, they're doing so well. I know we're talking about before, but like, if they don't even make it to World Series, man,
It's a disappointment.
Such a disappointment.
It really is.
They won today in 13, so
Yeah.
pretty
See, but
impressive.
Did the Sox end up pulling out today too? I think they did. I think it was like 13, 12,
Honestly, I haven't
12,
paid
11.
more attention to the Cubs lately.
I know. Abreu hit one yard twice today though and had his career high 7 RBIs in one game. That's pretty cool. Yeah. That's the only thing we got. You weren't here last week, Dan, but we talked about Guaranteed Rate Field and it was a wonderful time.
Oh, I talked about it too, and that's just awful. We're not even getting into it right now. But what's up with the good team?
Right, Chris Bryant named NL Player of the Month, and I believe Dan, you told me
I'm
he's
not
leading the
surprised.
league in home runs.
I forgot who the hell he was. He was right with
Him
somebody.
and Frazier are real close.
Yeah, he was. They were like right by each other. And I think he passed these last few games, man. He's just been bomb after bomb.
And let's get to the NFL. Something brighter. It's coming. It starts Thursday.
Even better.
But before that, we had
Starts
some more.
with Panthers in Denver.
Yes, in Denver, I believe.
Yeah.
Right? Let's start with hashtag Veterans for Cap trends on Twitter. So Colin Kaepernick is taking a lot of shit. Donald Trump even said he should find a new country, and I'm like, whoa. Here's my issue. This country is built upon the freedom of choice. Do whatever, if you want to speak your opinion, well, you should. And Colin Kaepernick spoke his opinion, and now he's getting backlash for it. But veterans around the United States, and even the ones that are deployed, have stood up for him and said, no, this is why we do this. This is why we join the military. This is why we fight for the freedom to have that choice. Like, he doesn't like what's going on in this country, and he's standing up for it. And that's not fucking... He's got a kick-ass afro. Right?
I think part of it too is because I think like the way he said it, he felt like he was like personally involved with it.
Yeah.
And it's like you're a fucking rich kid who was raised by white parents, making $20 million a year. He had nothing to do with it.
Right.
So I think that's why people got mad because like he tried to put himself like involved in something that he has nothing to do with.
I do believe that more athletes should definitely take a stand about social issues going on in the country.
Yeah.
Like, we saw at the ESPYs, Chris Paul, Dwayne Wade, LeBron James, Carmelo Anthony, they all made a stand, and that's how it should be. You're an athlete, and the fact of the matter is people look up to these athletes.
Exactly.
So
Use
your power to do that.
Yeah, they're idols to so
a-
many people.
Right.
So.
I mean, do I necessarily agree with it? Not really, but like it is his choice, so you kind of whatever.
It's whatever he needs.
Well, that's the thing. Like, you have every right to stand, but you also have every right not to stand.
Right.
Like, it's your choice, like you said. It's
You might think
America.
he's an asshole.
I thought this was America.
Yeah, right.
That's probably what he's
If you
doing.
like it, you can get it out.
But now, as we seen a little bit ago, we've seen a lot of people starting to support him and also kneel during the national anthem. We've seen a couple women on the soccer team, a couple of San Francisco's other teammates are doing the same thing, getting on the knees.
You don't
and-
always have to stand, guys. Like,
Yeah.
it's whatever.
I mean, they play football. They're standing all the damn time. They need to sit for a minute.
It's fine. It's like some people get upset that you don't put your hat over your heart. I've always
yeah.
stood like this or my hand behind. I don't stand.
I
like
put my
that.
hands behind my back.
Right, exactly. I was going to say the same thing. 2017 NFL Draft will be held in Philadelphia. That's cool because they got nothing else going on over there. They actually just made a trade because Teddy Bridgewater goes down with an awful non-contact knee injury. I believe
It's always not.
It's always the worst.
And I think he dislocated his knee and also tore his ACL.
It was gruesome.
Yeah, very gross is what I've heard from reports. So the Vikings decide, hey, we need a quarterback because we're ready to win now. I don't know who told them that, but that's what they
Let's get
thought.
Christian Ponder back
Right.
again.
Oh, God. So they traded their first-round pick for next year and their 2018 fourth-round pick for Sam Bradford.
Solid. No, I was kidding. It's not solid at all.
Is that okay?
That much to give up for? Did you not see him play last year? Because I did. He ain't worth a first round pick.
Well, I mean, you figure you have Teddy as such a young quarterback already, and then you don't even look at the backup because if you have such a young guy up front, just think about how even more young and unprepared the next guy is. I don't know who their backup is. Obviously, he's surely not good enough.
Obviously not good enough because they're like, we fucking need Bradford
So
now.
They feel like it's a good move. So I mean, why the hell not? Bradford could make a good.
But the thing is though, like, was he had both knees blew out right last couple years? He did both sides now. Like, he
I
won in
remember
the
it took him a
year.
while to actually debut because his fucking knees. Yeah.
He did one, he did the other too. He
Yeah.
did both, right? So you all that for a guy who was very injury prone and who didn't really produce much last year. He played all games, but he didn't do very well.
No, he did not. And then issue 2 is that, I don't remember the guy's name from ESPN that reported. I get a thing on my phone. Says Eagles and Vikings trying to work out a trade for Bradford. The Eagles pretty much are like, nah, ain't gonna happen. 5 minutes later, I get another boop boop. Oh no, they just traded a first round pick and fourth round pick for Sam Bradford. And I was like, oh, Jesus.
Yeah, probably. We don't really like
And
that
they
offer.
think the Bears are the laughing stock of the North. Ha. Nope, that's not true anymore. The NFL clears James Harrison, Julius Peppers, and Clay Matthews due to lack of evidence in the Al Jazeera steroid allegation case.
PEDs.
Yeah,
whatever.
that's real fucking nice job. Great job, Goodell. Yeah, let's get these guys, make them sit down in an interview, but we don't have evidence. Sounds a lot like when they tried to do the Tom Brady case.
Oh my God, it's just the last few years has just been.
Hey, it's been 10 years of Roger Goodell, and since we're on it, you've done a great job. Give him a grade, Dan. A, B, C, D, E, or an F. You can give him an E for excellent.
Huh.
We're gonna go do that, okay?
I don't know, Z. Do what you want.
I'm gonna fail him.
You gonna fail him?
He's a dumbass.
Oh, you want to elaborate a little bit?
I just don't like what he's done the last few years. There's a lot of big cases that have been going on. He has not handled it well at all. And it's more kind of the big reason for me.
Mm-hmm.
So he isn't like. I just that's a big thing for me. It's just he did so poorly to deal with everything when it didn't really have to be that bad.
So you'd get rid of him.
Yeah, I think he should be someone else.
Joey.
Yeah, I give him an F for being a fucking loser. I mean, my God.
Because he went after the Packer players, dude. Now he's pissed.
No, he's a terrible commissioner. He doesn't do a fucking thing for
You heard
the
Brady.
thing. That's the thing. Now he wants to
He can't
do
do 4
Brady.
games? I thought
Like,
it was
hey,
a
this
bird.
happened 2 years ago, but I feel like I want to do something. And he's got all these allegations going on. And he does not a damn thing for the league except fucking push it back.
I'll give him a D because the NFL has made the most money they've ever made in this 10-year span. That's the only reason he gets a D.
I don't even know if you give that to Goodell. That's just football popularity.
Again, like my thing is that he's done well of promoting the sport and working on the TV deals and stuff like that. Because that's on Commissioner Goodell. I mean, that's really who it falls on. So, I mean, I'll give him a D because he's made them a lot of money and he's done a great job.
Give him a D, huh?
Yeah, give him the D. And he's done a good job of trying to expand the sport. So whether it's playing in London or playing in Mexico or whatever, that he's done a great job on. But his policies and how he's handled things, real bad. Like you said, last few years, I mean, the AP thing and the Ray Rice thing. The Ray Rice thing happens. He gives him 4-game suspension. Video comes out. Then he feels like a dick because he's like, oh, shit.
Oh, man.
We didn't see this video.
You know
and
he
then
saw
all
that
these
shit.
things are coming out like, no, like the video was totally delivered to
Right.
you. So there's that. And like I said, AP and how he handled it, where there was like, oh, yeah, nope, you're just going to be suspended the whole fucking year. And it's just like,
domestic
oh,
violence
man.
crap too, and like
Right. Things like that, the Tom Brady situation. Then these, and
stuff,
they're
and-
coming out, they want to interview. Hey, they didn't want to interview him last year, and Peyton Manning was still playing, right? Because he was on the list.
right.
But if I was Peyton Manning and they asked, hey, we need to interview, I'd be like, get ripped. Like, you're not interviewing me, I don't play anymore. Why does it matter? Why does it matter what I did? I think we talked about that a little bit too, Joey. Is that like, I listened to Stone Cold podcast, and he said, like, yeah, these athletes, whether it's wrestlers or football players, whatever, like, their body goes through a shit ton. If you don't think these fuckers are on some type of supplement or something,
Just to help the soreness and recover.
Right, like
you kind of have to. You're always on the road entertaining.
Right.
And but it's not the same with sports, though. It's not like we're like, it's entertainment. Like it's just I consider it kind of a sport, but also I think it's more of an entertainment
Right.
aspect. So it's not the same regulations that sports should be.
Well, he's just saying in general, like football
Oh,
players,
okay.
wrestlers, all of them should be, because your body goes through a train wreck
Yeah.
all the time. So I understand that. Let's move on here. Something I saw earlier in the week, why we love sports so much and these moments that really just kind of get you, Florida State receiver Travis Rudolph joined a young boy who eats alone at lunch, and he has autism,
Yeah.
and he took the time to go visit him and sit with him at lunch. That was awesome.
Yeah, that's a great story to hear because the mom said he usually eats lunch by himself.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, like if you're in that situation, like I feel terrible for the kids who are like by themselves and like, that's terrible because
Well,
people
that's
are
why-
discriminating against this kid just because he's different. So I mean, it's great for the receiver to do that.
Yeah. It was
That's why
awesome.
like people like Cam Newton always for the kids. Like it's what other people look up to you so much.
Mm-hmm.
Especially little kids. That's in any sport though. I mean, you should always have a good role model for like that, especially for sports.
Yeah. It's like, whether it's LeBron or John Cena or all these people, like they do so much
Yeah.
for the kids, and that's what, matters the most. So that's awesome.
That probably made that kid's day every day.
Actually,
Oh, yeah,
great.
sure. That's
also
awesome.
add on to like like the whole sports like thing like that. Talk about the punter for what Nebraska did.
Oh,
for,
yeah, go ahead, Dan. Take that away.
When Nebraska and Fresno State played, they lost. Nebraska lost their punter. What the hell's his name? His name was
Sam.
He's gonna play. I fucking have it in my head too. Like right now, it's like tip my tongue too. I just know like, but anyways, him and a couple of people from other schools were punters. They got in a car accident and 2 died. 1 was injured, but I think he's okay now. And so during the game, it was like probably towards the end of the game, it was like 4th down. Nebraska had to delay the game because they had their 11th man, the punter. So they had to delay a game. And then Fresno, to honor him and everything, they had like people are, his number was 27. They had everything going around, people are, screaming and stuff like that, just giving respect. And then Fresno State, nicely declined the penalty and all that, and that kind of...
That's great sportsmanship right there. That was awesome. Things like that, sports fans and things, it really brings, it makes you happy. You're like, oh, okay, cool. Like, there are good people in the world. It's not always crazy and insane like it can be at times. So that was really awesome. More football news. Mark Sanchez released by the Broncos, signs later on with the Cowboys. Justin Forsett released by the Ravens. But wait, you're coming back just for a little less money. So I guess he accepted the fact that he sucks, and they signed him for less money. Bears signed former Packer guard Josh Sitton to a deal today. That kicks ass. They also re-signed Kyle Long to a $40 million extension, 30 of which are guaranteed. Bears also released Robbie Gould and then signed Connor Barth. So they're making a shit ton of moves here in this last couple days before the season starts.
I guess still, like, even in the offseason, man, all the drafting and everything, fucking John Fox has done and everything, like, outstanding so far. I mean, it doesn't look good, but like...
I was saying, when we get to an NFL podcast, we'll
potentially,
discuss.
though, it's looked pretty good, though.
Yeah, it's like on paper. It's
at least he's doing something.
Well, they've done so many moves. It's just kind of... That's what puts me out, too. It's just like, all these fucking moves look so good, and they still just produce shit.
Well, yeah, I
it's like you eat a great burger, and then later on, it just looks disgusting.
What?
Well, yeah, it's like when you go to the menu and be like, yeah, I want that, and you get it's all smushed and moldy, and you're like, hey, it looks nothing like the picture.
Right. That Big Mac looks nothing like that picture of a Big Mac, right?
And it has worms in it.
Oh, tying in all sorts of current events, Joe.
Current events.
The Cleveland Browns trade former first-round pick cornerback Justin Gilbert to the Steelers for a 6th-round pick. I think it'll be pretty good with Mike Tomlin and the company, so it'll be pretty cool, too. So there's a lot going on here. Football is about to start. NFL football is about to start, but college football started this weekend. And God bless you, Joe.
Excuse me.
That was.
Sorry.
I like that you're like.
So
I like that you're like. Maybe if I sneeze in my shirt, you won't hear.
If you keep your eyes open, you won't sneeze.
That's a lie.
No.
I can't keep my eyes
open. I feel like that would hurt.
That's impossible.
You do like. You look weird. You try to do it.
Yeah, my allergies are terrible.
Whew.
Sorry, keep going.
Okay, college football started, guys. It's back. It's been a really fun first weekend. Unranked Wisconsin knocks off number 5 LSU, 16-14. Alabama just absolutely just decimates
Destroyed.
USC. Michigan and the Ohio State University destroyed their opponents. Dan, I know you're pretty happy. Big Blue.
Oh yeah.
You expecting big things this year?
Yeah, last year they did very well. I mean, they had like shutting out teams for like games in a row, like 3-4 games in a row. They pretty much like kept like teams like a touchdown with that. So I mean, I know Jim Harbaugh didn't turn that team around. He went there, so it'd be a little more personal to him too, being a Michigan alumni.
Yeah.
And just turn that team around. That team was just awful for a while. So I'm really glad to see that they're doing really well now, especially at home.
Hopefully they continue on. I know they got a real easy schedule. I think Pete and me talked about this on a college football podcast, and I was like, just whatever. Number 3, Oklahoma falls to number 15, Houston. Wyoming beats NIU. 40-34 in double OT.
Yeah.
Damn. When they back home? When are they? Their next game at home?
I haven't checked the schedule yet.
You have to check that out.
Yeah.
I'd like to see them. Texas State beats Ohio University 56-55 in triple overtime. God, that just hurts. Eastern Carolina, doing it for Pete. The Pirates get beaten Western Carolina 52-7. Holy shit. And Notre Dame and Texas 50-47. What a game. We were watching while we were drafting, actually. Wow. What?
It sucks that Notre Dame lost, but like when they came back from like that was like it was
They're down by a
maybe
couple.
less than 10 minutes of
It
the
was
third
like
quarter,
31-17.
and they need like 3 scores to catch up to them. So I mean, they made that a game.
Yeah, they did. They really did. It was a great game. As an Irish fan, I'm a little upset because they lost, but let's rebound. That was a good game against Texas. Hell of a game, and I enjoyed every moment, except when the kid got hurt. I think that was Torrey Hunter's kid. That was
Like I was saying, the part where he got hit is like it looked like he got knocked out because his arms went up And that usually when you get knocked out, your arms just go up.
And we learned something new during that because in college we didn't know to start this year when they review plays like that, they can actually call a foul if they didn't see it.
Yeah, that's what I was asking you. I'm like, did you know that? And you're like, no. I'm like,
No.
well, what the fuck? They just started doing it this
Yeah,
year.
that's
So it's
kinda
like,
interesting,
that's pretty cool.
It's really cool. It's something the
Because now
NFL.
you can actually look at
Yeah.
like, oh shit, I didn't see that. So
Right.
now you can like you give it justice.
The NFL should totally adopt that. I do like that.
There's a lot of rules from college I feel like they should implement, but also some of like what college should.
They
look
kind of need to make it
like,
similar, so the transition isn't as hard for some people.
That's
some
the thing,
people
like
can
with the
transition,
1
some people
foot
can't.
inbound, that there's no kickoff and overtime, like, and that's a huge difference to go from like, oh, we just get it to 25. It's like, no, you gotta kick it. Like
Yeah.
it's
Or it's
a
like
big
overtime.
difference.
Oh, we're just at the 20-yard line, and we're right there. Nope.
Well, guys, that's it for this week in sports. End of August to the beginning of September. We'll be back next week with more. Also, check out on our YouTube page. We got This Week in Gaming coming out as well, and an NFL preview podcast. Busy times here at Second City Entertainment. As always, like I said, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Second City Entertainment, and on Twitter, it's Second City E. However you like to put that. So, Dan, it's been a while.
Been a long
I feel
time.
honored.
It's been a while.
Been a while. Take us away with the quote of the week, Dan.
All right, thanks, Ryan.
Uh-huh.
People tell you the world looks a certain way. Parents tell you how to think. Schools tell you how to think. TV, religion, and then at a certain point, if you're lucky, you realize you can make up your own mind. Nobody sets the rules but you. You can design your own life. Carrie Ann Moss.
You stay breezy, Chicago.